So in the name of building apps, Cursor also released an app for commanding their agents over in Cursor.
Cmd+AI.
I usually do these extremely long voice notes where...
So it's probably as you expect. You can just control Cursor through your app. You can control your cloud agents, which if you use Cursor, you'll be aware of how cloud agents work. But you can also control the agent on your machine as well, which is really cool. We had a good chat before the show, didn't we, about how we're running remote agents. And because I watched Theo's latest video with him talking about Linux, and in that video he doesn't really talk much about Linux at all, to be honest, but he shows that he's got a plethora of like MacBooks, Mac Minis, laptops and whatever, which have different agents on it. So he's got a Mac Mini with OpenClaw on it. He's got a Linux box with Claude Code. Is it Claude Code? I think it's Claude Code on his Linux box. He's got a bunch of agents he's able to do things. And he demonstrated that simple things like npm install happens in seconds on a Linux box rather than multiple seconds, like 30 seconds on a Mac. Literally, I watched that this morning. I woke up and was like, shit, I reckon I could figure out something, because I've got this bad boy. This is my OpenClaw laptop that mostly sits around doing not a lot. And I was in a situation last night with my mate where we were hanging around in an office quite late at night, and we both wanted to go home, but we were waiting for my agent to finish on the laptop that I'm streaming from right now, and I couldn't close it. Like, it was already mid-shot or whatever, and I couldn't really close it because the agent would stop. So I thought, well, what is there a way that I can just send this off? Because you can use Claude Cloud, which I think Lou is talking about here, where you've got managed agents and Claude.ai as well. Let me show you that real quick.
You can use Claude Code in the cloud.
Yeah, so this thing here, and then I can set up a new session, and it can pull from a repo that I've got or whatever. So I can do that, but that will I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Lou, but I think that uses credits on your overage, your usage credits. Whereas I was like, well, I've got a computer here, sure, I can just run it on there. So what I tend to do, shall I just share my screen and see if we can live demo it? This is currently my laptop that I'm working off right now. I've got Tailscale. I don't know whether you guys know what Tailscale is. Let's exit completely. Whatever machine you've got Tailscale on, you can just like hop into that machine. You can even open up the screen sharing app in Mac, just the native screen sharing app, and it treats it as if they're on the local network together. So I could be in a different country, but it's as if these two computers are on the same Wi-Fi network. So what it gives you is a URL. If I go to home agent here, all I've got to do is SSH into that laptop. In fact, I need to go Samuel Gregory. And now I'm in that computer. I could have done a screen sharing, like if you're more UI in your brain, if you're more UI focused, you could screen share into it. But I like the terminal, and I can just navigate into my sites folder, go into the website that we were on last night, and run Claude. And now I can just say like, you can see here, this was something you told me about just before the call, this RC active. You can have this active for every single session you write that you automatically. So if you just go to config here, guys, remote, you can enable remote control for all sessions. If you don't want to do that for all sessions, because that might be overkill, you can have it on default, but then you can just go /remote control.
Yep.
So I could have last night I could have just done this and then picked it up on my phone and then just did everything on my phone. Shut my laptop, got on the train, and just did everything through the Claude app on my phone. There we go. So it's on there now. It's on there.
Yeah, and it's super useful. I've been using the remote control for quite some time, but I figured out 3 days ago that I can do it by default for every session, because I was getting annoyed by not having it for every session, and I had to do it manually, and I checked and I could. Anyway, and since then, I mentioned, I'm connected, I'm logged in my Vercel on this machine. So if I'm doing stuff with my phone that requires me to check them visually, I just ask the agent to push whatever that is to Vercel. Sometimes it is a screenshot. Sometimes it does, for example, I'm editing a video file, or like I'm creating an image via the MCP, whatever. I'm pushing those things to the Vercel so I can check them on my phone. It's just that simple. And it all happens automatically. And maybe I will create a skill out of it, saying a skill for how I prefer things to go on Vercel when I'm on the phone.
Yeah. Just to jump back a little bit on the old Cursor app. So what you can do on the Cursor app, it will give you a video. You can ask it to give you a video recording of what's going on. You could ask it to send you a screenshot, because it will use Chrome. Take a screenshot in Chrome. I think you can even record, so you might try that.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. I know. I have tried to do video. I have to try to I do a bunch of things like this. All I'm saying that through the terminal in the Claude Code app, in the app in your phone, you don't have media. Like in the terminal doesn't show you media. The way you do it, you just push it to your Vercel. You have a project to and then you click on the link and you have the video embedded there, the HTML there, the photo, doesn't matter, whatever that you want, it's there, and it's really fast. I mean, these types of changes and pushing to Vercel directly, it happens in literally seconds.
But I'm thinking quickly, right? So I'm going to do something. Load the website and send me a screenshot of the homepage. So this should.
But how does it?
That computer, and it will load it in. I mean, we might be able to even see it in action, to be honest. And I can. But let's see.
Yeah, but how will it send the screenshot?
Through my app.
No, that's the thing. That the app doesn't.
Let's see. So the Cursor app, that you can also draw on the image that it creates, which is quite cool. And
that's cool. That's cool.
And then you can send it feedback. Oh, change this, or do this, or do that. So that's quite a nice thing about the Cursor app. But you mentioned as well that I've SSH'd in like a big nerd. You can also screen share, right, and do that. You said about using Dispatch, which has computer control, which can start a remote session for you that as well. So there's another way to do it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so it's screenshotted it.
But can you open the screenshot in the app?
Yep.
Really? How?
I can see it. Yep. It's done it.
The last time. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I see. I have it too. I can swear I didn't have this while I was using I was generating images and videos. Yeah. I have it too. I just checked. I have it too. I was generating images and videos, and it was like, I can't send you the assets here through the terminal. And I was like, okay, just put them on my Vercel and give me the link. And that was like 2 seconds later, I had it.
So if you do it through this app, then you've got computer use. You could even ask it to send it to you on Discord. That's
really fun because because I asked it to do something, and it did take screenshots for itself to analyze it, and I can see those screenshots on my phone. So that's really cool.
I think the bigger picture here as well is that more and more people are thinking about how they can be more remote with their agents and how they can keep them running and utilizing their tokens and I don't know what this means for the human psyche, because it's like, well, if you're out and about, if you're at a wedding, you shouldn't be thinking about how you should need to utilize your tokens or anything like that. Like if you're out and about with your friends, please be out and about with your friends and not worrying about sending off your tokens. Like be present, be whatever. But there are little occasions here or there, and certainly when local AI becomes a bigger thing, like you might want to send off your local AI to do it, and you are completely isolated and free to kind of, you know, keep building or do whatever it is that you want with these remote systems. And when I was making my lunch just now, I was thinking, I think the two computer is going to be the norm. Like everyone's going to be looking for two computers, like one for remote and one for home.
This is part of a larger conversation on my show, Cmd+AI, which we stream live every single week. We discuss the news and all things related to AI in the world of design and web. Catch us next week and join in the banter.
Cmd+AI.